I'll make you the co-host, Sade, and then that way if she logs in, you can let her in.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Aldana, if you can go ahead and turn your video on.
Mhm.
We're gonna go ahead and start the hearing.
Okay.
Can you unmute Mr. Saldana, please?
Before we start, I want to request a camera view of the room to ensure that the child isn't present for the proceedings.
Okay, what's the child, Miss Saldana?
Oh, where's the child?
Yes.
Is he in the room with you?
He's getting his diaper changed right now by my mom.
Okay, well, if you can have your mom just keep them in another room,
Okay.
okay? All right,
We go in a private room.
okay, I'm gonna call the judge out now. We're ready.
Lo tienes que tener en otro cuarto, dijo. Tienes que estar en otro cuarto, dijo David.
No puedo hacerlo.
O sea, tú con él.
¿Tú con él? Oh, tú lo haces.
Maria, but also if her mom's gonna testify, her mom needs to come out here and get sworn in too. Wait for Sandra to get here, we'll do that.
Good morning. This is call number 2020-14775 in the interest of David Saldana. All parties, please raise your right hands to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
We can't hear you, Mr. Saldana. Do you have?
Sure.
Okay. Ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Angela Saldana, and I'm the child's mother.
Okay. Sir, your name and your relationship to the child.
Michael Saldana, and I'm his father.
All right. Counsel, your name and who you represent.
Chastity Freelo, I'm representing Michael Saldana.
Okay. And for the state?
Sade Parker, Your Honor.
All right, we've got an original petition and a suit affecting the parent-child relationship. We're having a hearing. Do we have any stipulations?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
All right.
We have the stipulations are we're stipulating to the amount of child support, which would be going forward, which is $209 per month. We're stipulating to the medical support, which would be $48 per month. And also, we're going to stipulate to the how much the retro judgment would be, but if he should have to pay it or not, that they want to retro is that issue, but the amount of the retro, that's not an issue. It's whether he should have to pay it or not. So
Okay, what is it? Go ahead.
Okay, so the amount of retro is $1,870. And Mr. Saldana has receipts in the amount of $1,426.89, which leaves a difference of $393.11. And that would be the retro amount that is at issue at this time, Your Honor.
Okay.
And then, so retro is at issue, and then the parties currently have a temporary order, and in a temporary order, they have JMC and Mr. Saldana has a standard SPO. But since this order has started, Ms. Saldana has some concerns, and she's requesting to be SMC and for Mr. Saldana to have supervised visits, supervised by either her or her mother at a public place. That's what she's now requesting.
And those are all the issues?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so far, council, is this your agreement,
On the issues?
Ms. Freelo? Ms. Freelo, is this the agreement on the stipulations?
Yes, the stipulations about the amount of child support, the medical, and the amount of the retro, yes, that we're stipulating today.
Okay, so far, Ms. Saldana, are these your stipulations, your agreements?
Yes.
Okay, so the issues then are retroactive child support, sole managing conservator or joint managing conservator, and possession and access. Is that correct, Ms. Parker?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that correct, Ms. Freelo?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Saldana, that's what I'm gonna make a decision on today? Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
Your Honor, Miss Saldana has a witness. Her witness is her mom. Her mom's but we have Sandra, we have Miss Luna here too, because her mother does not speak English. So if you want to swear in, her mom's in the other room with the baby. If you want to swear her in, and then she'll go back. Just have your mom come in so she can be sworn in, and then she'll go back with the baby. And when it's her time, someone will go get her.
Okay.
Okay. Está bien.
Am I allowed to take off my earbuds so she can hear?
Yeah, she has to hear. Yeah, so or you can take it out so she can hear her.
okay, ma'am, please state your name and Ms. Luna.
¿Su nombre? Leticia Martínez.
Okay, please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Levante la mano derecha. Juramento.
You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Jura decir la verdad y solo la verdad ante Dios. Sí.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, now the mother's gonna go.
Back where she was. Okay,
okay.
Miss Saldana, you can leave the room. You can put your headphones back in and go back where you were. When it's time to get your mom, we'll tell you.
Okay.
Miss Luna, you can mute yourself and go off camera too till we have to get her back if you want.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Parker.
Your Honor, the state would like to call Angela Saldana first.
Okay.
Miss Saldana, can you state your name and your relationship to the child?
Angela Saldana, and I'm the mother of the child.
Miss Saldana, currently in the temporary order, you and Mr. Saldana have joint managing conservatorship, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are requesting that be changed to sole managing conservatorship, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And why are you requesting that be changed?
I'll just go ahead and read everything I wrote or mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Reason why I decided to not send my baby with my condom.
Objection, Your Honor. We don't know what document she's reading from. It's not admitted to evidence or anything. I haven't had the opportunity to look at it.
Well,
I
she
haven't
just,
received any documents from her either. I don't know.
no, I think she's just reading some notes that she wrote down to refresh her memory is all.
Yes.
So that's overruled. Go ahead, Ms. Saldaña.
The reason why I decided not to send my baby with Michael no more is because David, he's a baby. He was doing in this way. He was farting on his grandma's face, and according
I'm sorry. Hold on, ma'am. I didn't understand that. What did you say?
like according to the text message Michael had sent me, because I have the text message. He had told me that David, my son, was playing, farting on his grandma's face. And so Michael then found it funny, and he was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and fart on David's face. And he still laughed at it. And
I'm
I'm just
sorry. I'm sorry. I don't understand what she's saying. Do you understand, Ms. Freelo?
Yeah, I understand what she's saying.
Oh, well, okay, do you mind if Ms. Parker, do you understand what you just said?
Yeah.
Okay, Ms. Freelo, do you mind if Ms. Parker clarifies to me what she said, and you can listen to what Ms. Parker says. We'll see. What did she say, Ms. Parker?
She said that when the baby was over Mr. Saldana's house, the baby was farting in Mr. Saldana's mother's face, and then Mr. Saldana
Was
texted her, and the
was
baby was
farting? Wait a minute.
farting, passing gas, Your Honor. The baby was passing gas
Yes.
in the grandmother's face, and then Mr. Saldana said that, well, since the baby's doing it, he passed gas on the baby's face.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Saldaña.
Mhm. And so he laughed at it, and so then I found it like as an abuse for a baby. And the last time David had went with his father and his grandma for 11 days, which was for Thanksgiving, um I had sent David clean from his clothes, his hair brushed, everything clean. And when he came back home from his visit over there, he had came with the same socks but all dirty. And like he was really hungry, like as in he hadn't eat, because I will feed him and he will be eating like he was starving bad. And and then when David will fall asleep, all of a sudden he will wake up crying, really scared, really bad. And and then I started noticing David when he will leave to his grandma and his dad's, and because they will come and pick him up in the car, I would try to sit David in the car seat, and David wouldn't want to sit in it. He was really afraid of them, and he would just want to leave the chair. And reason why David is like that is because I went through a lot of domestic violence.
Speculation.
Hold on. Sustain. You can't tell me what your child was thinking. Okay. Miss Saldaña, you can't tell me what your child was thinking, why your child was doing that because he was thinking something, or is it something that you personally saw?
No, no, Your Honor.
Why your child was acting like that?
Because he's I'm sorry, he's afraid of his father and his grandma by how he got treated.
And that's still
Okay, that's your opinion. I'll sustain the objection. All right. That's speculations. All right, go ahead, ma'am.
Mhm. And because I went through a lot of domestic violence during my pregnancy.
relevance.
I'm sorry, Miss Freelo.
Objection relevance. She's
Well,
talking about
overruled.
Domestic.
Are you talking about some
Who's the
domestic
sponsor?
violence with Mr. Saldana or with somebody else?
No, with Mr. Saldana.
Well, overruled, then I can hear whatever. Go ahead, ma'am.
Mhm. And even after David was born, I was still going through that same violence, but not physically, but in other ways. And David just he gets a lot of anxiety attacks. He suffers from anxiety attacks because he starts like shaking all of a sudden. And then when he came back, he wasn't the same kid anymore. He was totally different with he was always afraid and just really calm, really quiet, looking at everything, and all of a sudden he would start crying. He wouldn't even smile or play. But because of the love and the prayers we gave him, us, the family, me and my family, is the reason why he's starting to be a happy baby again. And
All right. Okay. I'm going to transfer this matter to the 246 District Court. They might want to appoint an attorney to look out for the rights of the child.
You said the 246, Your Honor?
That's, I think it's, yes, 246.
246.
All right, I'm transferring this matter to the 246 District Court, and DRO mediation is ordered.
Okay. All right, so if you guys can just go back to the hearing Zoom the Zoom where we came from. Do you have that Zoom number? The one where we came from, just go back over there.
Can you just tell it to us just in case?
Yeah, it is 892
Yeah, it's got.
0876 3897.